Wow, pow, wow, wow, yippee yo, yippee yay, guys. My name is Dan, aka Percula, aka that guy from Discord, if we didn't meet already. And I'm super excited to have discovered today that due to technical reasons, the normal service is not being resumed. It got lost somewhere in the ether in Paris while it was being uploaded. So it has fallen to me to bring you the powwow this evening. But of course, I'm not going to be allowed to do this on my own this evening. We've got some special guests that we're going to bring to the stage and say hello to you from the city of sparkling lights. Gentlemen.
Pow Wow, yippee guys, Benji and Danny live from Paris. How are you, everyone?
GM, everyone. I can see that there's a lot of loyal bloggers here. We have Nico Conot, we have Chris. Thank you for the German work that you've done last week. Fabrice, Nico Conot, maybe I've already said it. Lord, L'Ordinateur. Okay, that's very smart. Very good name. Patrick, Marcus, Marshall, Stomach. Everyone's here tonight. Thank you for joining. It makes us super happy to see you.
Absolutely. We're super excited to be here once again. And of course, we're bringing the love of the community and indeed the whole SwissBorg family. So this evening, what are we going to be talking about? Well, we're actually going to skip the market outlook because we've got some far better qualified people that are going to talk to you about this in a couple of days' time. Or is it going to be tomorrow? Tomorrow, I think. And this is going to be Cyrus and Aurelian bringing you the latest macro update. We're going to talk about the MEX and what's happening. We're going to talk about Dream Fund, and we're going to have a little chat about Nomu, amongst other things. But starting off, last week, well, we did live last week. Last week we were live, and these are the top voted comments that we had for you. Now, the first one, number one voted comment is in French. I'm not going to try and read it. I don't know if you guys want to.
Let's do it.
Is it too small on the screen?
Vous êtes au top, mais un point, il faut plus de choix. L'achat ordre à court limité. Ajoutez Solana dans cette option et acceptez autre que le livre sterling et l'euro pour cette super option bêta que vous nous avez mis en place. Yeah. So this is about limit orders. And basically, we have to expand limit orders. I think we've answered this question last week, and we said that limit orders is at the moment a beta version. It is a work in progress. It's not a finished product. We didn't totally ship it, and we're not totally satisfied with everything that it has delivered so far. So yes, 100% we understand this comment, and we take it into our hearts, and we will make something of it for sure.
Awesome. Thank you. So comment number two was thanking you for the assembly in French. So we need to keep that in mind. And I guess I need to get my Duolingo out. And number three, SwissBorg rocks. So thank you very much for that kind comment. We also had SwissBorg is simple and the best. Thank you. We had thank you, Benji and Cyrus. And we had some comments, I guess, from people trying to guess what they were going to need to be in the top 1,000 Borgers. They're not so nice. I can't take SwissBorg seriously if you don't list Litecoin. I am unhappy with your garbage tokens. Okay, well, the situation with Litecoin, as I understand, is it sits in a slightly funny world about being regarded as a privacy coin, and this makes listing it a little challenging right now. But if you haven't noticed, the team are trying to fill in all of the gaps in the top 200 market cap of coins, so rest assured, if they can, they will. Cool, thank you very much. So, Danny, over to you.
Right. In this week in the SwissBorg Tokenverse, if you've been aware, actually you've been doing good because everything is red, super red. My portfolio is so red I want to cry. And there's still two things that is standing out of the Tokenverse. We have Crown and Fartcoin, but it's meme coin, so it's gonna be probably red just the day after this. So it's everything's gonna be fine. We're all gonna make it. We hope in one piece, but. Yeah, stay strong because we are all diamond hands here.
Exactly. From one thing that we've learned from the market update is that there was one non-financial advice, financial advice that was stated by both Aurelien and Cyrus is that the market tests you. It will always be difficult, and making money is never free. It's never easy. And if you're too emotionally attached to your holdings, you'll be emotional, which means predictable. And predictability is a bad thing. So one thing we have to learn is when you get that feeling that you want to sell, when you get that gut feeling like, oh, I wake up in the morning and I feel bad, that's when you know it's probably about to bounce. And I was talking with the head of Western Union the other day, and they were saying that at the moment, because they're also doing a lot of currency exchange in Switzerland. They're saying at the moment that the business is booming because people are buying and selling a lot, but they're always selling when it's low, when it's already gone down a lot, and they're always buying when it's going back up. So they're making money on both the trades and on the bounce. Right now, what we're seeing is probably some fear. It might go a little bit lower, but we do strongly believe that the bounce is to be seen, and we're looking forward to this. Even if right now, I feel you, my portfolio is very red too.
Yeah, well, we need to suppress emotion a bit, and one good way to do it is maybe by doing DCA.
Yeah, DCA. That's a very, very good tip. Right on the SwissBorg app.
Beautifully done, gentlemen. So product update moving forwards. We're looking at our beautiful MEX universe. We know that we have the sexes, we have Solana, of course, and we recently added some Avalanche dexes, but oh, look, something new is coming. We know the team never stops growing, and this week we're going to be adding a whole new network to the MEX. But what is it going to be? How are you going to find out? How will you inform yourself of this exciting new news? Well, it's simple. You're going to have to wait. So 8 o'clock, Thursday night, live and exclusive. Alex, Nicola, and special guests from the new ecosystem are going to reveal all the latest information for you. Benji.
We have added Gun on the 2nd of April. Gun is the token for Off the Grid. If you don't know, Off the Grid is an Avalanche-based FPS, which means first-person shooter. I've personally tried it when I was in NFT Paris on the PlayStations that they had at the booth. And frankly, it's an amazing game. It's the first crypto game or Web3-based game that I actually feel has a shot of taking over mainstream gaming, just because it is genuinely good. Like when you test games usually that are crypto-based, they're not that fun, they're not that convincing, and you're only trying them because they're crypto and maybe there's incentives and maybe you can get something out of them. Off the Grid is a game I can see myself playing just for fun. And Gun is the token from them. If you want to figure out more, I would recommend that you would watch a YouTube, maybe gameplay, some commentators, some entertainers that are actually doing a job filming themselves play and having fun, so you can see if it's a good or a bad game and if you believe that it will grow or not. And the token is at the moment quite popular, so I would also be wary of that. But still, it has a lot of room to grow and definitely worth considering. So do your own research. Maybe get it, maybe don't. And for sure, if you don't have the game and you like FPS shooter games, you could download it. It's worth a shot.
BitDoctor is like a successful early in alpha that is launching on BorgPath. Well, you were speaking about doing research before. That's something that didn't do. Well, you can speak a bit more about it then.
Yeah, no problem at all. So exactly, we had the alpha deal a little while ago on the SwissBorg app, of course, and subsequently, just recently, like this week, BorgPath did the launch. Now, this was kind of exciting because this was the first opportunity to test out the new anti-fragile TGE model. And happily for everyone involved, I'm sure, but we knew it would work, I guess. It worked perfectly, and this meant that the floor price of the AIDT token has been completely protected for this first week of its existence. So if you do want some fun, like kind of, we were talking about this earlier, go and look on Dex Screener. You can see the price. Yes, it went up. And some people, I'm sure, did very, very nicely on the first day. It went down again, but then it stopped and preserved the price. And this is a really important new development that the guys are super excited about. So it's something to keep a good eye on for this first week of its existence. We talk about there the token utility. If you're not familiar with it, check out BitDoctor for yourself. They've just launched the beta version of their new web app. And this is looking like a pretty exciting kind of deep in AI kind of project. What's next? Earn. Oops.
Great, Kusama. Kusama KSM staking up to 11%. If you enjoy Kusama, if you think that it's a good token, and if you want to stake it, you can earn up to 11% APY, which is a pretty good APY. It's better than what we've suggested the other days. Now, it is a little bit riskier as well. Obviously, the main sentence that you have to keep in mind is that it's a famous, I think it's that person who's leading, that girl who's leading ARK Invest, she says the higher the risk, the higher the return. So obviously, always keep that in mind. The higher the risk, the higher the return. 11% is pretty good, but you might want to do your research onto how it works. It is considered low, so you probably won't lose everything, but it is still 11%. So it's nice, and it's probably slightly inflation-based as well. However,
well, you see a slide before, but we have a current strategy on ETH that was running at full capacity for months now. That is expanded actually. So we are adding 1,700 ETH into the strategy earn on Hyperloop up to 7%, which is a bit the riskier of the strategy that we have, but also the one that's really like full in it. It went full super fast, right?
Yeah, it was very successful.
So we expand the capacity tomorrow. So don't miss it if you want to be in again.
Absolutely. And like right now, what a better thing to do with your ETH than to lock it up and earn some yield on it. I mean, okay, so we wanted to talk now about crypto bundles. One of the most exciting things that happened this week in the world of crypto bundles was Jito Sol being added to the Best of Blockchains bundle. They called it thematic. And so this is actually now delivering an estimated 7% APY on the Solana allocation inside the bundle. So this is something that the community have been asking for a really long time, yield on bundles. And this is a way that delivers some yield whilst preserving completely the liquidity of the bundle. You can still buy it or sell it at any time. You don't have any lockup. You don't need to worry. And yet you're going to get this yield on the Solana allocation. So this is a really cool thing. And I know that the guys are looking to increase this, maybe add some other LST to add further to this yield, or maybe incorporate the Jito Sol into some of the other bundles. So this is really, really cool. Alrighty, what else happened this week? The Founders Vault yesterday opened up, and the final snapshot to get in the top 1,000 was 93,641 Borg, and this sold out in just 8 minutes. Now, it is fair to say that there was some community feedback from the top 1,000. There was a little bit of confusion, and I think the message is to report back to you that it was heard, has been heard loud and clear. So we don't have the next part, the next update to deliver to you today, but for sure, the information has been heard, and there is going to be kind of a solution to resolve some of the frustration. Benji, I don't know if you want to add anything onto that for me.
I can just maybe reassure people that we're currently exploring the different solutions that could be brought from the current situation, and we're really trying to make sure that everyone is happy at the end of the day. I've been in a long meeting today about this specifically, and yeah, we're really looking for the top solution that really doesn't necessarily dilute everyone's current investment, but also would allow people to also participate if they haven't been able to yet. So don't let your hopes down. We're going to come back to you soon with more information, and we're really trying to get it right.
Absolutely. So then the question was asked, what happens next? Well, when the founders are gotten together, they're going to be invited into a private group where they're going to discuss and then vote upon things that are going to include the narrative, the vision they want for the bundle name, and the minimum investment amount. So that's going to happen in the next few weeks too. And then we're going to get going with this thing. The last slide on here, there's been a lot of questions about expectations for the rewards from the vault. And I think, like, as I understood it, the primary concept was to get everyone, essentially involved in this exciting new sort of governance idea as the first concern. But of course, people do want rewards. But right now, it's impossible to say what that reward's going to be, because of course it depends entirely on the amount of Borg that we're getting locked up taking part in this, but also the community take up. So when this bundle is formed, we're going to have to push it as best as we can, of course. And the larger the bundles AON, the bigger the rewards are going to be for everybody. So it looks like it's a super successful thing, and it's looking positive because the reaction was so good. Dream Fund. I think Benji was going to take this.
It's almost the same. So, guys, if you've seen on our socials, we've been running a campaign called the Dream Fund. So, if you have a dream you want to accomplish, be it open a new coffee shop, doing like funding your wedding, or like me, for example, being better at badminton and not break my rackets, SwissBorg can help you do it. And how can you do it? We are running a form for you to apply for it. So far, we have 3.5K dreams submitted, and it's pretty simple actually. You just have to state your name, what's your dream about, and help yourself by explaining what's your dream to everyone, and we can help you make it happen. So just a little video, either of yourself or if you're camera shy, you can use AI because everyone is using AI to promote your dream, and use the hashtag SwissBorg Dream Fund on social media. We will see you post it, and maybe you will win this Dream Fund, and you can make your dream happen.
And last week when we were talking about this during the assembly, Cyrus put me on the spot and asked me what my dream was in the French version. So Dan, I'm going to put you on the spot and ask you, what is your dream?
Oh man, we did this in the meeting the other week, and I answered it,
Lucky
and
you.
I won the hearts and minds because for anyone that knows me, I have a soft spot for animals. I have too many animals of my own, and so anything to do with animals, street animals in particular, rescuing them, this is my dream.
That is a very good dream. Much, much better than I've seen a couple of dreams in the submitted ones that were about going to Ibiza and seeing a bunch of lovely people. This I don't think will be very easy to promote.
Yeah, well, we are no one to judge. Every dream is equal, I guess.
Fair enough. The more you dream, the bigger the prize. What we really want to put forward here is that the more dreams we have, the more submissions we see, the more people are included, the more the prize pool grows. And it's very important to note that this isn't necessarily limited to people who are using SwissBorg. It could also be your friends that don't want to interact with crypto. It could be your family that doesn't want to interact with crypto. There's a lot of people around me that don't necessarily want to interact with crypto. Maybe you can hear some resentment here. But the point is, they can have a dream as well. Not only SwissBorg users and your community members are able to have a dream. Everyone can. So feel free to share the message. The more we are, the bigger it gets, and the best dreams we'll be able to fund. So feel free to make it happen. That's one's for you, Dan.
Yeah, no worries. So this is just a lovely reminder. It's a beautiful visual of the timeline. So it's the 8th today by my calculations. So you've got 10 days to submit your dreams. After that, you can see you've got the lockup period. This is where people are going to lock their Borg. It's important to remind everybody that you do get the Borg back. This isn't like a money grab or something. It's just a commitment. And obviously, it's locking up some wonderful Borg for the time period. Then there's going to be the shortlist, as you can see. The final 10, everyone's going to vote. And there's going to be 3 winners. It's going to be really cool.
And on top of what we are funding for the 3 winners per dream, we also have a Zilli campaign that is running right now with $2K to share amongst everyone who does all the quests that we are proposing. But there is not a lot. I think there's 5 or 6 quests. We try to make it fun. There's one that is a bit like a post. You have to do a poster and post it in your village. Yeah, it's pretty easy. Not a lot of people did it yet, so it's a chance for you to get easy money.
Absolutely. I looked at the numbers earlier, and yes, if you haven't taken part, you definitely should do, because the odds of you winning now are really pretty high.
I see that there's a lot of questions in the comment here as well. I'm happy to take them at the end of the power. If you have questions about what's happening here or what's happening around SwissBorg, happy to cover them at the end of the power as well, except for this one. Can the Dream Fund fund Dan with one of those cool jackets? No.
It's for senior interns.
Yeah, it's senior interns only. Dan needs to work a little bit longer, and then he'll be able to have one of these cool jackets. Well played. We can bring you back. So, brand ambassadors, what's this about, Dan?
I have to unmute myself. So brand ambassadors, this is a quick little push here. to help boost the community. If you feel you are the sort of person that could host community events, if you think you are the sort of person that could hype SwissBorg to your local community, your workplace, your town, your village, whatever it may be, the brand ambassador program is calling you. So all you need to do is scan the QR code. You can also find the link in the description, and you will find all of this exciting information about how you could hype SwissBorg in your area.
Nomu. Well, I really want to discuss more about what Nomu is. We're all gonna eat well, but there's one person that is able to like bring the right lights to the project, and that's our friend Daniel. And he's gonna have a whole interview tomorrow with Cyrus about the Nomu project. So you better tune in and watch this video. You're
gonna enjoy, and eat well.
Yes.
Borg metrics. We can see the weekly Borg data, 243 new users. That is not nearly as close as what we're hoping for. Our target is mostly 500, and we are far from that. But it has been a few months, maybe from March, it's been quite chill in crypto, so it also is a reason why. Borg stake 22.88%, but may I remind you, we do have the Borg staking that is coming up during the middle of this month. So this, we are hoping we will be able to change it. And also, I'm not sure it's necessarily been updated with the Founders Vault tokens. So this is something that we have to check. Weekly price change minus 5.9%, quite resilient in the face of a very red market as we've seen before. The Guardian spot does not move, but it will be used next month. So stay tuned for that. And holders in the app over 160K, which is good, but we are aiming for more and higher as always.
Oh, come on. All right, so I read the numbers. Total volume last week, $56 million.
Yes, that's pretty good.
Exchange transaction, 72K. That's okay, I guess, for the market condition. But number of KYC verification the last 7 days, 1,058. So that's
pretty good. Yeah. Means the KYC team is working very, very well. So props to them.
And what happened next is the community index. You do the sound of the
I don't see many guesses yet.
5.8 from Claire.
5.8 from Claire. 4.6, 4.9.
Hey, Steve.
Oh, Claire is guessing twice. Or is this Russell? Yeah, no cheeky. 5.5, and it is 5.6. Everyone got it wrong, but almost, and that's what matters. Everyone was very close. Yes, but you're getting better and better at this. Truthfully. And that's it. But we'll take some questions. No, we can take a couple questions.
Yes, yeah. What do we have in stores?
Better than expected. Chris, where were your expectations?
Set the bar low so we can never be disappointed.
I think he meant the index.
Yeah, of course. Thank you. Can you submit more than one dream?
Unfortunately,
no, sir.
One dream per community member.
I was gonna say yes, go for it. Luckily, we have the police here helping me out. What other questions do we have here before we
have a promotion? What's this? Oh, guess the next network on X and win 5 times 500 Borgs.
Is that true?
It's coming from us, I guess it's true.
Not a user.
It was a fake surprise so that Dan could promote it, you know? It was like a trampoline.
Reverse psychology.
Yeah. Dan, is that true?
Yes, Benji, you know what? It is true. And thank you for asking me. 5 wonderful community members have the opportunity on X to win 500 Borg if they manage to guess the correct network that is going to be added to the MEX. That's the correct new network on the MEX, not a new MEX. That would be silly, but a new network on the MEX.
Exactly.
That was for Chris.
I need to improve my acting skills.
So thank you everyone for following. As mentioned, there was an interview and there was a Pow Wow that was filmed earlier today. I was on the backstage with the camera work, so I am a in-person proof that it did happen, but unfortunately we didn't manage to upload it on time. So you get us instead. Hopefully it's a fair enough compensation, and that interview will go out live. It's a very thorough analysis on the macro environment. It's talking about the US, about its impact on the risk assets, about the NASDAQ, about bonds, about crypto. It's a very deep insight and very, very educational video that will definitely help a lot of people understand the market much better. So we'll publish this as soon as possible, and hopefully you'll like it as much as you liked this video.
On top of that, don't forget that we also have the video from of Cyrus and Daniel about Nomu going tomorrow, as well as on Thursday the new chain discovery with Nico and Alex. I think that's not a secret. That's something that we can say.
That
right?
was alpha. All right, some alpha for everyone who's here in the Pow Wow. Don't worry about it. Don't tell anyone. We got this between us.
All right,
Dan, you got this.
On that note, thank you, everybody. I hope it wasn't too painful for you. Appreciate your time this evening. There's an important football match on that you really ought to be watching instead. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay wealthy. Love your Borg, love your equity. Benji, Danny, I need a jacket. I expect you